So this one's a little more complicated, so bear with me, I might screw it up. Alright, so I'm going to duplicate this. Alright, so here we go. So let's go ahead and fix our stroke line. You got this stroke here. Alright, let's fix this actually. So I'm going to double click on this because it's all one separate piece. I'm going to highlight these items and I'm going to join them. Now here's a little trick. So this one I did individually because it's pretty easy to do, but say you had like 20 or 30 lines, it'd be kind of a pain in the ass. If you highlight this whole thing, you get this, and this is all separate lines, so it'd be really confusing and a pain in the ass to click and unclick items and things like that. I'm going to show you a little trick. If you highlight only this part, it will highlight everything. So no matter where you go, as long as you don't highlight the rest of your box, it's not going to highlight everything. But you can see I highlighted this and this, so it grabbed both. So I'm going to just highlight in here so it only grabs everything. I'm going to move it out of the way, and then I'm going to highlight this, and then hit Control Z, and it moves it back. When you start working with multiple layers, like 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, this becomes very helpful. You can sit there and you can drag each layer out of the way, multiple times, highlight what you want, hit Control Z, and it stays highlighted. So for this purpose, we're going to get this out of the way. We're going to highlight it, hit Control Z, realigns everything, hit the node tool, highlight all the nodes. We're going to join them together. Alright, so that's one box. Now, if you look at your stroke here, you're working in a 25 pixel stroke. I generally work in a 1 pixel stroke, okay? That way you can see it, but it's not intrusive, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to want to see your outline sometimes, okay? So now we're going to need to get rid of this box, and there's your image. Now, the problem is that you need this white space around here, but you also need a border, right? So if you're thinking about how you want to do this, and you're like, man, I don't know what to do, just think what you need to get done. So in your head, you know that this has to have a border around it, okay? So first thing is we're going to draw a border around it. I'm going to make it red. You can make it whatever color you want. Now, if you go up here, you can do the layers. You can move it down, up, all the way down, but I need to be able to see it, so we're going to put it in here. Now, you'll probably want it a little bit out here and up, and somewhere, somewhere right around here, whatever. We can adjust it later on. So now, first thing we need to do is we need to cut this into here, okay? So we're going to select it. Actually, let's do our node tool. We're going to select the border here. We're going to select the piece we want to cut it into. We're going to path exclusion. Remember I said to use the same things over and over and over, okay? So now we kind of have what we're looking for. We have a cutout square in our big piece, and now we need to combine this piece to this piece. So we're going to highlight this piece. We're going to highlight the big piece. We're going to path and union. See how it joins them together? And now we have one piece to cut out. Now it's up to you. This would be a little flimsy because you can see that nothing connects to the outer piece. So there's a couple different ways you can modify it. If you want to do it a cheap, cheesy way, you can draw a square, hold shift, click the other thing, and hit union, and now you will have a tab. On this piece, what I prefer is to go in here, just click it a bunch of times so you get the nodes to come up. Highlight the nodes you want to move, and either move them with the arrow key or grab them with the mouse. Now, you'll see that it will only move whatever node you grab. So if you grab these two nodes, it's going to move just that section. Alright, Control Z, bring that back. Now you can see it's overlapping. So what you have to do though is, because now if you cut this, it would actually cut on this line and cut around it. So you need to click the piece and join it all together again. And now you have a connecting tab. I'd probably do the same thing here. Grab these nodes, bring them up, grab this little tree, bring it up, click it, path, union. I don't know if I would like this to cut because it's such a fine line. So you got a couple different ways you can do this. The easiest way, click your node tool, hold shift and click each node. Alright, now the option, that's easy when you have 3 nodes. If you had 600 nodes, it'd be a pain in the ass. So if you hover over a node, hold down the control key and scroll your mouse wheel, you'll see it highlights all the nodes. You'll see if I do it this way, it'll highlight, or let me zoom out, show you a better way. If you hold it, hold control, do your mouse, you see it starts highlighting all the nodes in that little section, and then I can actually delete those. Control Z. So I'm going to go into this little one, nodes, control, scroll my mouse, hit delete, gone. Same thing down here. We need to probably connect this tree here, and you can get fancy with it, you can make it look nice, whatever. I'm just showing you how to do it quickly. So now if you look, we got good connection there, we got good connection there, connection there. This is not a big deal. And then you can just go through and modify whatever you need to. You know, some of these are a little thin depending on how big this piece is. You may want to select these nodes and drag it down. Now another trick is if you click the line, it will highlight both these nodes. Alright, move this down. Now it's a little wider, and you may not have to worry about your piece not cutting. The other option is that you know that you're cutting at 0.05 millimeters, so you can make your stroke line 0.05 millimeters, and it should give you a general idea of what's going to